Today's video is deeply personal. Back in 2012, I had the privilege of sitting down with my good friend Bruce Logan ASC. You may know Bruce as the guy who blew up the Death Star in Star Wars 1977, or shot the groundbreaking visuals in the first Tron movie. But here's what you probably don't know. Bruce was one of the old school legends who shared generously, without ego, without flash, and believed in always staying humble and always learning. I met Bruce during the Revenge of the Great camera shootout in 2012 alongside Mick Jones from Filthy Luke Films. That was a Zacuto Kessler camera test, and what started as a professional connection quickly turned into a deep friendship. Bruce welcomed us, two juniors in the industry, and treated us like equals. That kind of mentorship is rare these days. In today's world, filmmaking often splits into two camps. You've got the craftspeople, the ones obsessed with story, image, and sound. And then you've got the celebrity types, the influencers chasing followers, standing in front of the camera just to be seen. There's a lot of impatience in the modern filmmaking game. Too many people want respect and seniority without doing the work. They feel entitled to bigger gigs, bigger titles, and better opportunities just because they want them, not because they've earned them. But what Bruce taught me and Mick was this: there's a craft to this. Experience matters. Getting things wrong, learning from those further down the track. That's where you grow. That's how you become a storyteller, a cinematographer worth remembering. What you're about to see is a never before released interview I recorded with Bruce back in 2012. It's raw, it's real, and it's a tribute to a man whose contributions to cinematography went far beyond his credits. I've also linked a playlist below including La Bohème's, a film Bruce wrote and directed for Sony in 2013. He kindly flew to the UK and worked on a nominal fee to help me produce this film for Sony. Plus, there are 3 behind-the-scenes videos we shot, so you can see Bruce in action. If you care about learning the roots of great cinematography, if you want to understand what it really takes to create powerful images, this is for you. I don't expect this video to go viral. It's not shot on the latest camera. There's no gimbal work. But for those of you who appreciate craft over hype, this is a piece of history. Bruce, mate, this one's for you.
Do you have a favourite film, Bruce? I mean, it's always such a difficult question to ask, isn't it? Do you have a particular film?
Well, I always say Lawrence of Arabia, because it is just an amazing movie, you know. But I have a top 10 that includes Amadeus and Gladiator, and The Dresser always takes people by surprise. You know. I like some of the very kind of early English cinema movies that I used to see, which were Loneliness, The Long Distance Runner, and This Sporting Life, which was a rugby movie. Both of those in black and white, really kind of amazing.
I love, there's something about black and white, isn't there?
Yeah.
I think that's what, when I saw Schindler's List, that really kind of struck a chord with me. And the first film I really got into in black and white was Wings of Desire from Vendors. What do you think it is about black and white that is so powerful for storytelling?
Well, when you see a black and white print actually on the screen, you're actually watching silver halide crystals dance on the screen, you know? And there's something amazing about that. Now, you know, when you get a film that's been shot on vision stock and they've just made it black and white, it doesn't have nearly the same kind of texture that a true black and white movie does. It's shot on black and white stock, and there's a huge difference to me. And just a color conversion doesn't look like a black and white movie to me at all.
I think the same is true in digital. We've been doing some tests, even with DSLR, and if you shoot colour and desaturate and post, it doesn't quite look the same. is if you actually shoot in native black and white on the picture styles.
Really?
And I don't quite know why that is,
Right.
but it certainly looks different. Have you noticed that, Mick?
Yeah, with stills, whenever I love shooting black and white stills, and I do it in camera, and I don't know whether it actually is, but it appears to look better to me when it's done in the camera. Maybe it's a way that that it's processing the information. Maybe it's just a different way of dealing with it. Maybe the compression's different. I don't know, but because it's a lot of people, when I tell them that, they go, "Why wouldn't you just shoot color so you've got the option?" But I never could shoot color if I chose a black and white film to put in my SLR. That wasn't a digital SLR. You make a choice, and that's what you go with. And I find then you start to make creative choices around that, you know.
Now to the right.
And we are done.
How'd that go, Mick?
Really good. Just finished the last couple of plate shots today. Went really smooth. We started a little bit behind schedule, and then got Bruce photo bombing me. We started a little bit behind schedule, and then just cracked through the shots really quickly, and got, I think coming here yesterday and knowing what angles we needed and how camera height, lens height relative to the edge and relative to the cast, that bit of planning really helped us get back on schedule today, because you always start a little later. You got hair and makeup and a few bits of prep going on, and we started just a little later than we thought. But we got some fantastic light here in downtown as well, and a couple of shadows, but just put some bounce in there and got what we needed with the exposure. Shooting raw on this too is really forgiving, so really happy with what we got, even just looking straight out of the camera.